partner and your ball, just come right over here, please, facing the grid that I've made with the yellow cones. Let me have 2 players in the grid with the ball. Everybody else just over here, please. Good. So our 2 players just moving the ball around inside the grid, imagining that you've got to try to contact all of the grass with the ball as much as you can, cover as much of the grass as you can in 30 seconds. Go. Try to stay inside the grid, marked with the yellow cones. 10 seconds. Good, and stop. So what do you think? Ideas as to what they could do?
I think they didn't pass as much on this side towards us.
Oh, okay. So they got mostly what part of the grid?
That side.
They got the side away from us. So they needed to do what to get this part of the side of the grid? Yeah, they needed to do some off the ball movement. Who makes to make that move?
Off the ball.
Yeah, the person without the ball. That's a great idea. So you've got the pitcher now. Here's some spare cones. There's some orange cones over there. Go ahead with your partner and get your grid set up. Once you get your grid set up, then you can play. And our goalkeeper can join in with the field players in this game. So coaches, with this age group under 12, they're at a stage now where we can put more responsibility onto their shoulders. The idea being that the more responsibility they take in practice, the more of it will begin to show up in their games. So this age group is quite capable of setting up the grids. The coach set up one grid and demonstrated with one pair. Now the players have the pitcher. Off they go to organize the rest of the training environment, take that responsibility for their own training, their own development. And you can see that they're quite capable of doing it, and they actually got it set up faster than I could have by myself, setting out all of the cones. So the players are quite capable of helping and getting the practice going. Now I'm in a position as the coach that I can go and coach the different groups. So can you show me different ways of covering the grid? Different positions and angles to cover the grid in your passes. So here you see, coaches, some players that are playing from end to end, playing some long balls on the ground. Here in this grid, you see some players that are going across the grid. They're playing as if they're going up and down the touch lines, and they're playing across the grid, moving laterally to be able to cover the space. You have another group of players here in the middle that are making off-the-ball runs, both of them, so they're getting a variety of short and long passes, straight and diagonal passes, because of their movement in this grid. All of these answers are correct. There's no one way to execute the objective. The objective is cover as much of the grid as you can. They're finding different ways to do it. There's lots of different solutions to every little soccer challenge that they get in a game. Same thing here in practice. Girls, stop. So what passes have worked the best for you? Long, some side to side, some people like long. Right? Which one do you think would be the most efficient for you in a game? Long? Why? What's the idea? Where are you trying to get? Oh, you're trying to get around faster. Okay, so that's getting us moving faster. It's getting us to be able to cover the ground that we have a little bit faster. Try that this time. Show me how quick you can do it. Here we go. Clock's on. The clock's ticking this time. Now that you've had a little bit of practice. See, can you cover the entire grid? You got 15 seconds left. So this is causing the players, coaches, to be able to play the ball quicker. They're getting more repetition. 5 seconds, but it's realistic repetition. Good, and stop. Very good. Everybody, collect all of the cones, please, and bring them in to me. Good.